35 degrees in the shop. Not too bad.
Hey guys, welcome. In today's video, we're going to be loading up some of these 45 ACP bullets that Loads of Bacon sent to us. On average, these are averaging around 222 grains per bullet on average. He loaded these up with an NOE mold. They turned out really good. He put like what he calls a copper penny powder coat on them. Turned out really well. Overall, the sizes are excellent. Everything's perfect on them. So we're going to go ahead and just start loading them up and shoot them down range with the other 45 ACP bullets that we have on order here. So we're going to go ahead and get some of these bullets resized and just see how they work out.
Okay, these are the bullets that Loads of Bacon sent to us to test. They are 45 ACP bullets that he molded himself or cast himself with his mold. So we don't have a lot of information about them except for what we read on the internet. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to weigh a few and see if we can get a general idea of how much each of them weigh. Okay, we got our scale warmed up and got it calibrated, so we're just going to add a few. Okay, the first one there was 220 grains. The second one, 222 grains. $223 grains. $220 grains. And 223 grains. Okay, now we got our calipers out. Now we're going to test each one of these bullets to see how big they are, because we want to make absolutely sure they're going to fit in our firearm. Okay, 451.5. 451. The reason why that's blinking, guys, because my batteries are about to go dead on my calipers. Okay, 451.5. 451.5. Boy, Loads of Bacon did a heck of a job on these, didn't he? Oh, 451.5. Look at that. Great job. As you can see, he did a great job of getting all these all consistent for us. So we're going to take those and we're going to load them up.
We already got our die set up. Our test cartridge has been done. So now all we're going to do is resize all these. Make sure I'm in camera here. There's no real trick to reloading. If there is a trick, it's just called getting your die set up right. That's one of those things that a lot of people keep asking me about, and it just comes with practice. The more that you do, the more practice that you have, the better you'll get at it. We have some gas checks falling over there. That means that the gas checks want to be loaded up and shot, is what that means. So that's all we're doing, guys. We're just going to come in here and resize all these 45 ACP. Looks like Loads of Bacon sent us about 100 bullets. So we have 100 cases right here that we're going to size up. I like to do these in a two-step process. Sometimes, and other times I like to do it in a single stage. Because we don't have any of these marked, I'm just going to go ahead and get 15, resize. Okay. From there, I'm going to turn it over to the flaring die. And we're going to add a flare. Okay. Our flare is not good enough, so we need to adjust our flare die. We're going to unscrew that out a little bit, adjust our flare die in. We're going to grab another bullet just in case there was something wrong with the base of that one, and there's not. So we're going to screw it in a little more. A little more flare. Even more flare. almost there on these. We're giving these cases a pretty good flare. On 45 ACP, that's one of the most important things, is making sure that you get a good flare. If not, when you seat the bullet down into the case, it will actually buckle the case a little bit and make it where it does not go into your chamber check gauge, for all those you like using those. Okay, it looks like we finally got a good flare, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the case, stick it back up into the die, take my little bit of channel locks here. Well, first I'm going to screw it down, and then I'm going to lock it in place. When I lock these in, I don't lock them in super tight, and you can see I'm just using a small pair of channel locks. Just enough to grab it a little better. When you get older, your hands get a little worn out, if you will. So therefore, you have to find better ways or better to grab things. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these resized and flared. We'll come back. Okay, now we're to the bullet seating part of this video. I've already loaded the powder. I'm using 6.8 grains of the CapX Arms XP100. Okay, and we're seating and we're crimping. Okay, the overall case length we're using for these bullets. You know, I watched a bunch of his videos and stuff on what he was loading them at, but for me and my purposes, I decided to go with 1.2000000 and more zeros. All right, or 1 and 200 thousandths. Okay, I think that looks good on the case. Looks good. Get my fingers out of the way. Looks good on the case. It functions in my barrel. Overall, I'm just pleased with that overall length. So that's what we're going with. On the crimp, we're going with what I call a three-quarter turn crimp, which is basically a mild crimp, if you will. It's nowhere close to heavy, and it's nowhere close to super light. It's just a mild crimp. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get these loaded up. The reason I chose the CapX powder is because it's a slower burning powder, and I found that for bigger bullets, the slower burning powder is better. Also, guys, when I first load up some, I check about 5 of them to make sure that they're consistent, and then I basically just set it and forget it. All right, so we're getting a consistent reading now, so we're just going to leave it. But the reason I chose that CapX powder is because it's a slower burning powder. In my area, I guess I'm not saying they quit making that powder, because they haven't quit making that powder. I think they're just using it to make their own bullets, so it's becoming less scarce for us reloaders. You know, when it first came on the market, there was just tons of it. That's what they started doing, was making powder, and now they're making their own ammo, so they're using their powder to make their ammo. So I've got a bunch of it. I want to get it going, because if we can't get it, I'm not going to show it on the channel. I think as of right now, you all can still get it by going to CapX Arms and order it from there, and some of your local dealers will have it. All right, so we're getting these bullets added, seating, and crimping. All right, I'll be back. Appreciate y'all watching. Okay, we got 50 of them loaded up. We're gonna do a little case gauging. Test them on our case gauge. That one's good. We're just gonna do these randomly. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. And that one's good. Well, that one's sticking a little bit, but it's not because of the case gauge. Because of the bullet. See, now it goes in and back out. All right, I just put it in there a little crooked. All right, so we got them loaded up. They turned out real nice. As you can see, these bullets from Loads of Bacon are gonna, well, they look good anyway. All right, well, there's the video. I loaded them up. As soon as we can get them to the range, we'll do so. It is Christmas time, so right now all the ranges are closed, and my range is closed. So we got them loaded up. When I get a chance, I'll go shoot them for y'all. But I just want to say I do appreciate each and one of you for watching. Stay tuned for these, because on this particular episode, when we start shooting these 45 ACP, I've got a bunch of them to shoot. I've been loading up a lot of different rounds behind the camera, if you will. That way you all can see a lot of different shots or a lot of different bullets going down range because I have a firearm to show you. All right, guys, stay tuned for that. All right, appreciate it.